Hey guys, so Ryan with Premiere here from the shop, and I see a topic that's making its way through the podcast and through the message boards, and that is knocking on doors. Is it okay to knock on doors? Before I get going on this, I'm curious to what you think about the efficacy of knocking on doors. Leave a comment below. Let me know where you stand on this controversial method of advertising. So typically it goes a little something like this. Hello. Hi. Yes, sir. Who's dirty and disheveled looking? What can I do for you today? So I was just around the corner, and I have some sealer left over, and I could give you a great deal right now. Okay, great. What are we talking? I could do your driveway for $100. Stop right there, folks. That should be your first red flag. Is if somebody shows up at your door offering to do something for a third of the cost that it normally would cost, or that somebody normally would charge to do the same thing, then that should make your little spider senses tingle, as they say. I am not a believer in this method of approach when it comes to obtaining new work. I think it looks low rent. I think it's desperate, and I know that a lot of people have made themselves by this form of obtaining customers, but that was a different time. Okay, I can see if you did it in the 80s and the 90s, it being okay, but nowadays people don't want you coming to their house. All right, people don't want to be sitting down eating dinner and having somebody knock at their door, trying to sell them a great deal. Now, granted, are people naive, and do people fall for this type of nonsense? Yes, they do, all the time. All the time. You'll drive through a neighborhood and you'll see 10 houses in a row that were done, and Now, based on comments from other videos that I've made talking about the same thing, this is how the comment section is going to go. You're just mad because they took your work, and you're just mad. You're just jealous because you didn't get that work. You didn't get to do those driveways. I don't do driveways, so I don't give a fuck. Okay? And if I do driveways, it's because I know you, because I like you, or because you're in my town. Other than that, I'm not doing driveways. So I don't want to hear that I'm jealous that someone else is getting the work, because that's not the case. I remember my grandma, Virginia. I picture her standing at her front door while some guy with a big gold chain is standing there with his finely manicured pencil beard, and he's like, we were doing a job around the corner, and I happen to have enough sealer left. I have to use it up before the end of the day, so what I can offer you is a great price. And my 80-year-old grandmother, not knowing any better, going, okay, how much is it gonna be? Oh, $50? Okay. But that's not the case. That's never the case. And that's what you gotta fucking keep your eyes out for. Is because if it's gonna be a situation where, Johnny Pencilbeard or Polly Pencilbeard is showing up at grandma's house trying to beat her out of her last $150 to do her driveway, and he's basically just slapping down water and diesel fluid, I don't think that's good for the industry. Now, you can YouTube search driveway scams all day, and you're going to see guys showing up, knocking on doors, saying I was just around the corner and I got material, and all the way from pavement scams where they jack the price up and charge the people 3 times as much, down to seal coating scams where they are spraying motor oil, dirty motor oil on your driveway. So, yeah, if you want to try to save a couple bucks and you want to roll the dice, go ahead. You know, if you're not worried about finding the company who just got shit all over your garage and walkway and having any repercussion towards that, you know, go ahead. You know, if you know, if you just want to not give a fuck, then go ahead. But sometimes people like to hire sometimes people like to hire a reputable contractor. They want to know who they're getting into bed with, so to say. And I'm going to tell you this, that no reputable contractors are knocking on people's doors. It's not happening. And if you have somebody who is in a position of authority, somebody who has made it to the large scale, telling you in this day and age, 2022, that you should be going around and just knocking on strangers' doors, not good advice. I'm sorry, it's not good advice. In my town, in Massachusetts, you have to get a door-to-door permit. So technically, you're not allowed to be seal coating somebody's driveway and then go over to the neighbor's house and start banging on their door saying, I just so happen to have enough material left over to do your job. You just can't do that. You can't send people out like the new scam solar company in the neighborhood to just, you know, like I was watching this video on YouTube and this guy's like, yeah, so I take my sealer crew, this is what I do, we got a hard hitting advertising staff, and what we do is we go out and we got a group of 6, we put them in that van over there, we drop them off in the neighborhood, and they're off, and they're like ants, they just write all day long, they write. And it's like you're showing these flowery yellow people in these bright yellow shirts and these khaki pants with these clipboards running around, getting the doors slammed in their face. I say let your work speak for itself. If you're doing a good job, people are going to find you. If it's coming time for them to need seal coating and they're looking up a seal coating company and they happen onto yours and you have good reviews, a good page, good pictures, you know, you got a chance of getting that job. Do you have a chance of getting the job of the guy who didn't want to pay shit for you to come out there, who doesn't want to pay you what you're worth? He's looking for the lowest, cheapest price possible. Yeah, maybe. You know, maybe that guy will find somebody who will do his driveway for $50, and maybe it will come out okay, but maybe it will be fucked up, and maybe there will be shit all over his house, his car, and his dog, and his child. Maybe. But hey, he only paid $50, so, you know. I had a guy who came in and gave me an estimate on the same driveway. He was doing my neighbor's. He came and knocked on the door and said, I have a little bit of sealer left. He offered to do my driveway for $125. And it's like a 4,500 square foot driveway. And you're like, something's not adding up here. So, let's make sure everything adds up, folks, okay? Let's do the math. Let's make sure the math adds up. The math adds up. The math adds up. Don't go knocking on people's doors. No one's looking for you, okay? No one wants you to come at their house at supper time, or when little Michael's, you know, practicing his trumpet, all right? Or little Colton's out there, you know, beating up his sister because she took his controller during whatever game they were playing. You got bigger problems to attend to. You don't need to be playing games with door knockers, okay? And if you're a business owner and you're banging on doors, you need to stop that shit, okay? Because you're going to be known as the guy that goes around and bangs on people's doors. All right? You might as well have a goddamn Jehovah's Witness badge on your chest, because that's how they're going to see you. Oh no, here comes the sealer guy walking down the street. Oh no, my house is next. Kids, hide in the room. Don't mess with the shades. They're going to see you. Yeah, that happens. It happens. Now, if you're doing a driveway and a guy comes outside and he goes, hey, while you're here, can you give me a price on doing mine? There's nothing wrong with that. And I specifically would plan my seal coating trips around where I was working in a neighborhood. So if let's say I had a driveway that's in a park, let's say I got a driveway that's in a cul-de-sac, all right? I go to that driveway first thing on a Saturday morning, all right? I save that for a Saturday morning. And I get there 7:30, right? Let's say the quiet ordinance is over at 7:30, I am there. I got everything fired up as loud as I can. People coming to the windows like, what the fuck is going on out there? There I am. Yep. And they go, Frank. And the wife's like, Billy, Frank's having his driveway done. And Billy's like, yeah? So what? I'm trying to watch football. What's the big deal? Who cares? I am not going to listen to Lisa talk about her driveway all week. Okay? So, you better get him over here and have ours done too. And Billy's like, fuck. He puts some clothes on, fucking goes out there, walks up to the guy, he's busy working. Hey, what's up? What can I do for you? Hey, I was wondering, since you're here, if you wouldn't mind giving me a price on mine, yeah, sure, sir. Hold on one sec. All right, it'll be this much. If I do it now, $50 more if I have to come back and do it a different time. Ah, that's the call to action right there. That's the call to action. Act now, and you will save money. Okay? Oh, guy's like, oh, fuck, I want to save $50. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll be right over. Hey, and I'll tell you what, if you pay cash, I'll take another $50 off. Oh, shit. Now we're talking a massive savings. Yep. It's not Geico type savings, but it's savings nonetheless. And he runs to the bank, he gets you cash, and then you're doing his driveway, and then all of a sudden you hear, Keith, you're not going to believe this, but Billy and Frank, they're having their driveways done right now. I want my driveway done because I am not going to listen to Lisa and Cheryl talk all week about how they got their driveways done. So we got to do ours too. And Keith's like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to watch football, So he walks outside and he's like, yeah, what's up, sir? What can I do for you? Hey, I was wondering, you seem to be in the neighborhood today. And I was just going to say, if you want to do mine, give me a price. Yeah, sure, I can do it for this much. And I'll tell you what, if you act now, or if we do it now while we're here, it'll be this much. But if I have to come back, it's going to be $50 more. Bang! Call of action. And he says, oh, no, dude, you can do it now. Is there a discount for cash? I'm glad you said that. Yes, there is, sir. So I'll be right over as soon as I'm done over here with Billy's driveway. So you do Frank's, you do Billy's, you head over to Keith's, and you're in the middle of doing Keith's, and all of a sudden, peeping through the window is Megan, and she's like, Ricky! Frank, Billy, and Keith had their driveways done today. Now, I am not listening to Lisa, Cheryl, and Laura talk about their driveways all week. I want mine done too. Okay? And if you're good and you do what I say, yeah. She's a cool chick. She knows this is quid pro quo, as they say. So Ricky jumps up, fucking runs outside. One sec. Hey, sir, what can I do for you? And that's how you get more business in a neighborhood. All right? You don't get it by walking up and hi, so, I was in the area, and, I have a little extra seal left over, and, I'm not quite sure if I have enough, so I might need to use your garden hose, but, oh, actually, wait, shit, I'm gonna use the guy's garden hose at the house I'm at now, and then, the one that's around the corner, and then I'm gonna come back around here and do yours. How did I make it all the way around the corner? Well, the dozen people ahead of you had enough common sense to tell me no, because if any of the neighbors by that guy's house liked the work that we were doing or believed any of the bullshit that we were talking about, they would have hired us first. But they didn't, so we're around the corner now. Yeah, stay away from knocking on doors, man. You're a professional. You're a fucking professional. God damn it. You act like a professional. You don't go knocking on doors. I can see if you're desperate and you're like that guy on TikTok, right? Where he's got his kid and he's like, and the kid's like laying there dead. Like, if it's life or death, then yeah, you need money to support your family. Yeah, go knock on a couple doors, all right? But if you're just doing it as a means, you're putting yourself in a category. And that's the low rent category. Because again, at the end of the day, none of these companies that you look up to, none of these companies that you're aspiring to be are going around and knocking on doors, cold calling customers. Not happening. So, that's it. Merry Christmas. Happy 2022. Thank God it's over. And I appreciate you all. Have a happy holiday. And I'll see you next year.